Thanks, JT. Well, on Masters of Spin this morning, the desperate attempts to stop people gathering in huge numbers across Australia today. Following a big rally in Canberra yesterday, it's feared thousands of people will attend Black Lives Matter rallies in Sydney, Melbourne and also Brisbane this afternoon.
Now, Adelaide's lunchtime rally has been officially approved, while protesters in Sydney are threatening to defy last night's court order to postpone the demonstration. They say they will attend.
Please respect the restrictions. I don't want to deny that people feel passionately about the issues, and all of us do. Most of us do. But please express your passion in a safe way during a pandemic.
Our masters are here with us this morning. They are advertising and marketing experts Jane Caro and Matthew Bywater. Good morning to you both. Janie, we'll start with you. Obviously, the Premier there very worried about what might happen today. In your view, is this the right way to get people to cooperate? She said there find other ways to get your voice heard. Is there another way?
Look, I don't think that it's going to discourage people from going to the demonstration. 432 Indigenous Australians have died in police custody since the Royal Commission in 1991 into deaths, black deaths in custody. This is a really huge issue. This has brought focus to it. I just don't think that it's going to discourage people from going who feel strongly, and we should all feel strongly about that appalling record. I think that the thing is, the police have handled this really badly as far as I'm concerned, because they could have worked with the organisers, made it a safe demonstration. Now we look like we're going to have the very things they say they're trying to avoid. I think this is an appallingly bad decision by the government and by the police. They should have worked like the South Australian government has with the organisers and made this as safe as possible. Remember, we're going back to football games on Thursday. It's Saturday. On Thursday we're going to have 50,000, 100,000 people at a football game. And they didn't do any of this about the anti-vax and the anti-lockdown demonstration, which was over a week or so ago when things were much worse. So the problem is, it sounds hypocritical, it sounds like it's pointed, and this issue matters so much. So I think it's been badly handled.
Well, and Matthew, the issue here is that it's a momentum thing, isn't it? Because it's all well and good to say now is not the time to protest. But of course, you know, we haven't had people listening to these calls for equality and advancement in so long. And the time right now to be listened to, it appears to be now. So there's not a lot that these people can do rather than get out there and express their voice.
Yeah, momentum is such an important thing in these sorts of situations. However, and I think what the governments need to do is say, look, we've got to be COVID safe. You know, we've just gone through a major pandemic. We're still going through it. We don't know what the outcome is going to be. We've got to be very careful here. But what they should do is actually go to the protest organisers, say, look, let's have a forum. Let's stream it. Let's get a small bunch of people together. But let's give some certainty. Let's set a date for the future, whether it's July or August, September, sometime when we can be COVID safe. And let's not lose momentum. Let's try and set it up and make it a big event down the track and keep everyone involved, because if this could go really bad really quickly. We don't know about COVID and where we're at yet. It's too early to be risking this.
Yes, well, we know that all of this started in the US, of course, and the President's favourite fast food chain, MacDonalds, has been quick to align itself with the Black Lives Matters movement. MacDonalds has released a 20-second ad which pays tribute to black Americans killed by police. It ends with a message of solidarity, saying the entire MacDonalds family grieves. Jane, what do you think about this? You work with big corporations. Is this a good idea? The Macca's is also donating to the National Association for the Advancement of Coloured People.
I think as long as they follow it up with actual practical action in terms of donations, and also look to their own hiring, look to their own treatment of black American employees and franchisees, etc. in McDonald's, then yes. The thing about it is, yes, of course there's a little bit of jumping on the bandwagon and people will be cynical about that kind of thing. But once you get endorsed by major companies in their mainstream advertising, it's a real indication that the winds of change are with those people who are demanding that we take black lives seriously and that the police change the way they do their policing. So yes, I can see the criticisms and the validity of them, but I think on balance this actually indicates that this movement's time has come.
Absolutely. And Matthew, what's your view here? We've spoken before about companies being really quick to align themselves with social issues, but it feels as though that the timing of MacDonald's release here is on point.
Yeah, it's right on point. And I think they've gone rather well, but too. They haven't gone too hard. They haven't gone too much to the activist level, sort of taking the high and virtuous road. So I think they've done that really well. And you got to remember, McDonald's is a minimum wage employer. So they employ a lot of African Americans inside of the United States. So this is some ways looking after some of their own.
Yes, yep, indeed. All right. Matt and Jane, good to see you both. Thank you.
Mon, you were spot on there, I think, in talking about that the government had to be seen to be offering an alternative rather than just trying to outlaw it when it's the very laws themselves they're protesting. It doesn't seem like it's the most sensible reaction.
It's not going to go away, and it shouldn't go away. So let's find some other way to do it if this is going to be dangerous for people. It's a bit late now. Ahead on Weekend Sunrise...